Hello there, welcome to episode 4 of the Mii Maker, the interactive YouTube show aiming to populate your Plaza. My name is Dale Clark, but yeah, I'm not continuing that. Anyway, last week's mystery Mii was one of the Hammer Brothers, hinting at this week's theme of Super Mario. Yes, I know I'm British and I usually say Mario, but for the sakes of this episode I'll be saying Mario throughout. As usual, we have 4 Mii ID cards to uncover, which you can add to your 3DS or Wii system by following the simple instructions given by Mr. JoshJepson at the end of this video. So, let's make some Miis! So, as usual, we will start from scratch, and this time we're going to make a new male. Now for the first Mii in this episode, the facial style we want is in the second row of the first column. The hair we want is in page 2, and it's the third column and the third row. We'll flip the side the fringe is on and make it black. The eyebrows we'll also make black. Go to page 2 and select the one in the first column and the first row. Rotate it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times clockwise. Move them out twice and then move them up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. With the eyes we're going to make them green. We're going to go to page 2 and select the one in the first column and the first row. Rotate it clockwise 1, 2, 3 times and move them in twice. Then move them up 3 times and expand them once. For the nose we're going to go to the first column and the third row. We will move it down once and expand it 3 times. As for the mouth, we want the one in the second column and the second row. Move it down once and expand it 3 times. Then we'll add the mustache, which is in the second column and the first row. Just expand it 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Now we're going to add the spot. And what we're going to do is expand it 4 times again. We're going to move it down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. Then move it to the right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. And this sort of simulates a mouth. What we're going to do is give him a height of 80% and a weight of around about 30%. Click next and change his favourite colour to dark green. And for once, Luigi gets the spotlight as he is the first Mii in this episode of the Mii Maker. Starting from scratch again, we're going to create a male for our second Mii in today's episode. The facial style we want is in the third row of the first column. We're going to change the colour to the pink, which is the fourth colour. With the hair, we're going to go to page 2 and select the one in the third row and the third column, the same as Luigi's, but we're going to keep this the same colour. We're also going to keep the fringe where it is. Eyebrows, once again, we're going to change the first column and the first row of page 2. We're going to make them black, and what we're going to do here is just rotate them once clockwise. The eyes, we're going to change the eye colour to blue. Go to page 2 and select the one in the first column and the first row. What we're going to do is we're going to move them down twice. We're going to rotate them counterclockwise twice and then make them bigger once. With the nose, we're going to select the one on page 1 in the first column and the third row. What we're going to do is just move it up once and expand it once. The mouth we want is in page 1, it's in the second column and the second row. We're going to, just like Luigi, make it bigger 3 times and then move it up twice. Mustache, again, same method as Luigi. We're going to make it bigger 1, 2, 3, 4 times and move it up 1, 2, 3 times. Now we'll leave the height at about 50%. If you want, you can make him a bit taller. We're going to put the weight all the way up to 90% and leave the favourite colour as red, and we have Mario, probably the most iconic Nintendo character ever created. Now the final Mii we're going to create in this episode of the Mii Maker is a female. We're going to go straight into facial structures and change it to the one in the third column and third row. Then we'll move on to the hair. The hair we want is on page 6 and it's the first column and first row. We're going to flip the side of the parting and change the colour to the 8th colour, which is blonde. Do the same with the eyebrows, make them blonde and change them to the style, which is in the third column and the first row. Now we're going to move them in twice. We're going to rotate them counterclockwise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Then we're going to move them up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Then expand them 4 times. And we've given this character a crown. Moving on to the eyes, we're going to make them blue, and we're going to go to page 5 and pick the one in the second column and third row. Here we will rotate them counterclockwise once, we will move them down once, and we will move them in once. With the nose, we'll choose the one in the second column and first row. We're going to shrink it 1, 2, 3, 4 times and move it down 1, 2, 3 times. The mouth we want is the second column and the first row. We're going to change the colour to the third colour. Then we're going to shrink it 1, 2 times and move it down once. Leave the height where it is and put the weight down to about 20%. Click next and change the favourite colour to pink. Congratulations, you've just made Princess Peach Toadstool, the damsel in distress of the Mario series. And that concludes this week's episode of the Mii Maker, and the ID card of the Mystery Mii has now been revealed. Remember to tune in next week where we have a new theme. Also import all of the Miis in today's episode to play against them in games such as Wii Sports Resort and Wii Play Motion. As of yet, Nintendo have not released a game for the 3DS which uses the Miis from your Mii Maker, but you know you want to import them anyway, and you know it's the only way you're going to get a hint at next week's episode. So here's JoshJepson with how to do just that.
Hi, my name is JoshJepson, but you knew that already. To add the Miis from this or any episode to your Nintendo system, either scan the QR code of the Mii with the 3DS, or go to the Check Mii Out or Mii Contest channel on the Wii. Then go to the posting plaza. Click today's top Miis and then search. Select search type and enter the number below the QR code. Search and then import. The Mii will join you when you next open your Mii channel.